how's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. It has been a hot second since we last did this. And I gotta remember how to do this because it's been a hot second since we last did this. Holy shit. But yeah, I'm okay. I was just, I meant to take my morning medication about 10 minutes ago and then forgot. So I was taking them just before I was gonna unmute myself, and this was a little bit weird, so coughed. But yes, I am okay. That was weird. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? Welcome in, everybody. We got a chunk of new followers in the last few days and smashed every increment of 5 goal that's made in place. And now we're up to 315, which is nuts. Welcome, everybody. Up since 6-ish, because of course I was. I mean, isn't that fairly normal for you at this point? Maybe not on the weekends, but that seems fairly normal. I managed to sleep until, a time. Before any of my alarms went off, but not so early that I'd be yelling about it on Twitter at the crack of dawn. And as usual, I am fucking tired, so we're just right back on schedule. Nothing has changed, everybody, whilst a lot of things have also changed. Okay, well, first off, obviously we have done a bit of a rebrand around here because I am no longer Sarah Whiskers, although I am still Sarah Weisters on most platforms, and I'm still basically going by that pseudonym because it is a pretty decent pseudonym, and I'm not going to put Bex on the cover of my book, which is still coming out at some point. Maybe this November. This year is shaping up to be pretty busy. It's typically been the only day this week I have been up at that time. Which time? Yeah, nothing has changed. I'm back streaming again, and I've forgotten what I've been talking about 3 seconds after it's left my mouth, and I am still tired. Nothing has changed, guys. Nothing has changed. We're the same as we have always been. Just a slight name change, and soon a slight backdrop change, and by slight I mean a slight, like a minimal shift of about 700 to 800 miles. But that no set date yet. That's still in the pipeline. 157 times. Wow. Of course, the other big news is that I am now a official and very proud member of the Madhouse Pudding stream team. I'm not. Things are still being, like, the wheels are still being greased about, like, the transition and the actual, like, signing up and all of the stuff involved because it's very professional. And I don't really know what's happening, but I do envision some kind of collaboration in the future. Thank you, Well Hogman. Only a tiny location change. Yes, minimal. Very, very, very small indeed. Literally going to a different country. I mean, it's still technically in the United Kingdom, which I think is still a hilarious nomenclature for this very at war with itself collection of countries, but I can't even call it Great Britain because it ain't that great. It's Britain. It's Britain. But yeah, Madhouse Puddings are really cool, and I look forward to seeing what we can achieve together. Although what that is at this point I have no idea, because boy am I going through a lot of changes. A lot of stuff is happening. It's just crazy how much stuff is happening, because the last 6 or so months have happened, which are not something I'm going to be getting into. And of course I'm moving, plus the stream team, but mostly the moving, because that's going to drive a big wedge into a lot of my schedule going forward, but hopefully for not too long, because I have discovered that my internet is something I can just transfer over to the new address. They'll probably need... I should be able to bring my router and just plug it in. And of course tell them about my change of address and all of that jazz. There's a lot involved, and I'm tired just thinking about it. Look, there we go, it's a yawn. There's the first yawn of the stream. And it's crazy to think I haven't streamed regularly in about 2 months. I couldn't tell you what I have been doing, which is a lie because I absolutely have been doing stuff, and most of it's been photography related. Ko-Fi is, I made a mistake in the tweet, it's actually booked up until like 2026, so you guys have got photos coming out 3 times a week, at least until September 2026. And Toby Fans is a go, that's also on Ko-Fi, available to my monthly subscribers. And that's on the 1st and the 15th of every month, you get a very, very nice picture of my cat. And I've actually now started an unofficial local mailing list for Toby. It is the Toby mailing list, where I just send a list of people the latest picture of Toby, because he's just so fucking cute. I don't know how he manages it, but he is so fucking cute. He's so cute. I love him so much. But yeah, I am very tired because I thought morning streams would be a good idea when I'm not a morning person. And 11:30 a.m. is like the bare minimum of morning. It's literally like half an hour left until it's afternoon, and it's still too early, folks. But I don't want to start streaming at 12 on these. Oh, but that gives us just less time to do stuff, and I am yawning a lot, I apologise. He is very cute. He's a very cute boy. He's the cutest boy. He's got such a sweet face, and for the low, low price of £1 a month, or your regional equivalent, you can see his cute face in HD on ko-fi.com/Sarah Weisters. And yeah, I really am plugging this because he's super cute and I love him. He's my baby boy. He's my sweet baby boy. But yeah, I felt like a rebrand was in order just because this year has been very transitional. There's just a lot going on, and there we go, yawning again. Holy shit me, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I think it is also because I've got the earphones in and they fuck with your ears a little bit. But this is getting ridiculous. I've basically been yawning non-stop for the last minute, and that doesn't seem normal. Oh. I think it is the earphones. Yeah, because now it's gone. Ow, what even the hell? Whatever. I want to listen to my music. It's fine though. Oh, my eyes are so itchy. I think we're not getting a summer here this year. We've had nothing but rain, cloud, low temperatures, and at one point hail. So we aren't... How did I do that? Why is there just a... How? It's just a big old smudge right in the middle of my lens. That keeps happening, and yet I'm pretty sure I am not just smearing my lenses with my fingers. That's better. Okay. I'm very tired. I think it's starting to yawn again. This is fucking ridiculous. How do you guys wear earphones without yawning all the time? How? Fuck's sake. But yes, rebrand. And at some point I'm actually going to finish this topic because we actually have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about today. Yeah, I decided to do a rebrand, and I like the nickname Bex. So I figured we'll go for that because it's just something simple. And it's enough of a fresh start on Twitch that I'm comfortable with without changing my entire persona. But as I said, I'm still Sarah Weisters on most other platforms. And I was, even when I was Sarah Whiskers, because I thought there's not much point changing that, because I think the first thing I thought was, when I was changing some of it, on Twitter specifically, I was like, Sarah Weisters is still like my pen name. I should keep that. So, still keeping that. Almost pulled my earphones out. I apologize, this is turning into a very yawny stream because earphones, my ears just either love them or hate them. I can't tell. I never really understood yawning or hiccups. Now, what does yawning actually accomplish? And I know hiccups is like spasms of the diaphragm, but why though? For what purpose? Anyway. So yeah, I think Bex is literally only the URL of my Twitch. Everywhere else I'm Sarah Weisters. So, and I've updated my link tree so it's a bit more sensible. And I am 100% committing to streaming regularly and putting more effort into my photography because I'm actually pretty good at taking pictures, so there's not much point in me just abandoning that. Although that's definitely what I did last year. But last year was difficult. Not that this year is any easier. I'd actually say this year is considerably more difficult. But I think in that there is a lesson. But I'm still really wanting to yawn. Please stop. I should just take my earphones out. I should replace them with headphones. But I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I wanna wear my earphones. Does anybody know why I am yawning so much? I know it is the earphones, but, like, why? I should set up a yawning counter because this is verging on ridiculous. Why am I yawning so much, guys? Why is it happening? Why is it doing the thing? I do not understand. Okay, so next on my list, because I did actually mostly update my list. There is some other stuff that I just probably forgot about. I forget about things all the time, which is why I have to write them down. Yeah, rebrand. We are Bex now. I like it. Still Sarah Weisters, though. That was just the summary of that one. Madhouse Puddings. That's awesome. We're still ironing things out there, so might be a while before anything happens with it, like collaborations and such. That was also a summary. Oh yeah, because I was recording Darkest Dungeon, I am now doing exclusive videos to YouTube exclusives on YouTube, which is basically where I play games like Darkest Dungeon, Slay the Spire, like the more tactical ones that aren't necessarily great for streaming. I just record them like 30-minute episodes and then upload them straight to YouTube. So that's not something you're going to find on this channel. That is all on my YouTube. And I do believe yeah, thanks, I know my own chat rules. Yay, my YouTube channel, and it is at Sarah Weisters. Yeah, everything's at Sarah Weisters. Except Twitch, just to be confusing. But yeah, if you're interested in watching me play Darkest Dungeon and other games like that, please mosey on over to my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. And also, if you miss a stream here, they will invariably end up on my YouTube channel as well. So you're basically never going to miss out. Basically. Oh, that was the other thing, which I'm going to talk about in a vlog, because I've been doing vlogs, and by that I mean I successfully recorded one, but I'll do this in a vlog further down the line. But after I moved to Bristol, I kind of, because I've talked about it before, I kind of do want to do some streaming on YouTube. And I think what I'm going to do is what I was originally doing with Kick, which is to play the big name games, stream the big name games on YouTube. Because we're streaming Tomb Raider just now on this channel, and that's fine. We'll probably actually finish that up in the next couple of weeks. I don't think we're that far from the end. I say next couple of weeks. the way I play games, it'll probably be more like 3 weeks, maybe a month, but whatever. We're definitely in the latter half of that game now. But after I move, I would like to do a focus on big name games and stream on YouTube. Because I have been neglecting my YouTube channel, I have just sort of been half-arsing it. And I actually want to put some effort into it. So yeah. Why does my name color keep changing in chat? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Still funding for Operation Clean Slate Fresh Start, and even though we have not hit our goal yet, I have talked about this, I am still going to be moving off the island before the end of the year. This will involve probably taking out a loan and not quite bankrupting myself in order to do it, but I just cannot stand another winter in this place. And the fact that we're not getting a summer just drives that home even further. I just can't do it here anymore. I hate this place, and I really don't want to be able to say that I've lived here a full 20 years, which I will have done this December. I just really don't want to do that. So, we will be fundraising for Operation Clean Start, basically, even after I've actually made the move, because it's going to be a rough one, but it's definitely doable. Mostly because I would never forgive myself if I gave up on it now. You're not getting a summer? Is it just cold over there? Not trying to be rude. Yeah, we sometimes just don't get a summer here. We've had low temperatures, and it's centigrade, well, the other one, Celsius. So we've been getting like 10 to 13 degree days. It was hailing last month. I've had to have my heating on. I haven't had my windows open. Usually I'm able to leave my windows open all summer a crack. Haven't had them open in almost 2 months now, because it is constantly cloudy. It is not warm. We barely see the sun. And it was raining all day on Thursday. I mean, no breaks. It just did not stop. And we sometimes don't get a summer here. I'd forgotten that, because the last few years, basically 2019 until now, we got a summer. We got a pretty good summers. But this year, nope. No summer. Also, hello, Poi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. And I apologize if it... You can have some of mine. I'm melting. Yeah, can we please swap? This is another reason why I'm getting off this island, because I love summer. This place suited me when I was in emo. Do you prefer to be called Bex, by the way? I don't mind. If you prefer calling me Sarah, I'm okay with it. But if you want to call me Bex, that's cool too. Because my name is still Sarah. Bex is just like a nickname. Either is fine. I can't remember what I was saying. But look at Toby. Look at this boy. Look at his little baby man. Look at him. You're adorable and I love you. Hey, sweet boy. I already fed him, by the way, so I don't have to stop at 12. Smegog. I love it. Look how cute he is. Oh, I've temporarily retired cat cam, by the way, simply because it's not the best setup for a cat cam, and I also packed it. I've actually packed a lot of things that I kind of regret packing. There were so many cardboard boxes just taped up that if I untaped it would be compromised, and this is my corner. The bookshelves are down. Look at that. Because I couldn't be bothered painting behind that bookshelf, so there's just a big rectangle of magnolia. This is from where I'd fill in all the holes in, because boy, was I pin happy when I first moved in this place. So I'm doing a big cleanup and doing a big pack. Although right now I'm taking a break because I'm fucking tired. I was actually so tired, like a couple of weeks ago I made myself sick for an entire weekend, which was not fun. Yeah. I'm doing a move relatively soon. Where are we? We're in July right now, right? We're in July. So me and my mum are going to be looking at flats start of next month. And then I'll probably be gone end of September, early October. Why aren't my emotes working in that message? Also, thank you for the hug, buddy. I appreciate it. Hey, LL, how you doing? Kind of the same. It's like when I need the energy, I need to jump on it, even if I pay for it later. Exactly. I am terrible for that. I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I know I have chronic fatigue syndrome, and yet I'm like, I got shit to do, man. I've got shit to do. Old name on them. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna fix that. I forgot I updated that. Oh yeah, I did update all the codes. Subscribers can now use my emotes in all channels. Was that not a thing before? Was that not a thing before? So I'm just going to quickly update these emotes. Yeah, I remember it asking me if I wanted to change my prefix. So that does make sense. I just didn't put the two together. How you doing, Elo? Right. Oh, I have too many of these. I have too many. I don't think I'm going to be able to change all of these now because I don't remember where they are and where they're not. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. Oh, we gotta change my raid thing because that's gonna be all messed up. I'll do that one at least. I'm doing good, thanks. Not very awake yet. How about you? Well, it is a Saturday, almost noon. Yeah, I'm not usually awake at this point. Typically. Right, raid. There's this guy, then this guy, then this guy, then this guy, then this guy. Okay. We're just fixing my chatbot. I'm not usually awake at this point either. Well, thank you guys for being awake, because that means you're here and we get to hang out, so that's pretty cool. Okay, well, I fixed the raid one, and now I'm just seeing others that I want to fix. Fix them all! Worth it to hang out. Oh, you're so cute, I love you. Alright. There's too much stuff. There's too... Stop. You don't have to fix it all now. Stop pressing buttons. Stop it. Stop. It won't let me. I can't. Remember what we were saying about we got work to do and you just barged head first.
Curiously, the only thing that went through the mind of the bowl of petunias as it fell was, oh no, not again.
Yeah, luckily that's not just applicable to me winding up on Twitter midstream. It's also applicable to me not stopping. Speaking of Twitter, oh, cool. Yep, alright. Twitter has been twittered. True, we'll make a note so you don't forget. Okay, because my notes thing is kind of full. But we have talked about some of the things that are on the list. One of which was the rebrand, the other of which was the Madhouse Puddin' Stream Team thing, which is the fancy crest. Observe. And the other thing... oh yeah, I'm recording games just for YouTube, like Darkest Dungeon and such. So that's all on my YouTube channel rather than here. YouTube exclusives, I'm calling them, just for marketing reasons. Not that I know a damn thing about marketing. I think I know more than I give myself credit for. Now I've got to type something. Change emotes. That's close enough. Without me having to add more information. I'll remember what that means, and by that I mean I'll look at it, wonder what the hell that means, and then have to just, work my way back in my brain to figure out what it means. But then I will figure out what it means, and then I'll do it. Because that's how my brain works, ladies and gentlemen. You're doing stuff with the self-bully, please. It's kind of like, and this is not an excuse, although maybe a little bit. It's kind of like how I don't notice I'm saying I'm so tired. The fact that you're telling me not to self-bully, I can't even remember what I said. In fact, I don't even remember saying anything. That's not to say I didn't, because 3 seconds out of my mouth, it's gone forever. But, no memory retention. None. I've axed some of our sound alerts, because some of them weren't getting used anyway, about self-marketing. I am quite good at that, though. I am actually quite good at it. It's just, I mean, it's telling somebody at some point that in order to market a product, you gotta believe in it. If you don't believe in it, nobody else is gonna believe in it either. And the fact of the matter is, I am a good streamer. I am not a great gamer, but I'm not a terrible gamer. I am a good photographer. I am a good writer. And when the time comes, we will be doing a book launch stream for my book. But I don't know when that will be yet, because this year is just a lot. This year has been a lot, and it is yet to be a lot. It is currently a lot. It is a lot. So, baby steps. I am very tired, but I am always tired. And the fact that I had 4 glasses of cider yesterday with my family didn't contribute to my tiredness this morning at all. Had good dinner, though. Yeah. Right, so yeah, axe some sound alerts just because they weren't getting used, and no, I don't remember which ones they are. I think some of the longer ones have gone, and some of the really loud ones might have gone. The oh no one is still there, because I felt a bit bad getting rid of that one, because it's not used very often, but when it is used, it's usually for a specific purpose. The other thing is that, we are easing back into streaming, because it has been a couple of months since I've done this properly, regularly, and I say that with a kind of a pinch of salt, because this year has been absolutely crazy in terms of my scheduling. But, if I can pull up the picture of our schedule these days, because visual references are useful. This is for this week coming. So we'll always be doing a game that qualifies as me wrecking it on Tuesday. Always a cozy game on Thursday, Saturday morning chill. Hello. A puzzly game, and that includes games that aren't necessarily puzzle games, but games that I find confusing. And co-op crimes will only be continuing whilst me and the Whale Hog Man are finishing Terraria. After that, we'll be putting roguelike roulette in here and playing roguelikes more regularly again, because I kind of miss doing that. We will, however, be bringing co-op crimes back on occasion, possibly not in line with this specific schedule, in order to play co-op games with other members of the Madhouse Puddin' stream team. Or at least that's what I believe. This is theoretical, but it's something that I've had in mind, because something I would love to do on stream again is play Phasmophobia, because I really enjoy hunting for ghosts. It's real spooky and it's real funny when we die, and that is something I'd like to do. And I think because Madhouse Puddins are very focused on the horror aspect of video games, I think that would be something we could do. Something I will never do again is play Dead by Daylight, because I find that game just way too stressful. But Phasmo, yeah. But, so yeah, co-op crimes will be back and forth, and something else. I probably won't do another schedule template to incorporate the random co-op crimes with Madhouse Puddins, because it's already kind of full, and I think it would be only like once or twice a month, so I'll just add that as like an addendum to this when I put it out on Twitter, for example. And of course I will let people know, like on stream and stuff like that, when those streams are happening and things like that. And it also might not even be happening on this channel. It might be happening on the Madhouse Puddins channel, which is I think, hold on. yeah, if you click on the at in there, you can follow them there, because I will at some point be streaming on that channel, I think. It's all very up in the air right now. Still ironing out some things. My tea is already cold. You have to bear with me, I'm still very sleepy. The thing is, I would love to do daytime streams, but the thing is, I would love to do daytime streams. Oh, congrats on joining the team. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. That was it's like a huge step forward, and I never actually thought I would get so far as to actually joining a stream team. It's nuts. Here I am. It's not like an official Twitch stream team, because I don't think any of the members are Twitch partners, but one day. But it's a very, like, professional... Excuse me. It's a very professional bunch. And they're very lovely people. It feels like my brain's melting out my ears. The thing is, I would love to do daytime streams. The only problem with that is that's when everything else is open. So that's when I have to do all my errands. So streaming in, like, the afternoons, it's not really viable. I can only really stream in the evenings because I'm too asleep in the mornings, and then I'm busy in the afternoons because everything that's open in the afternoons is shut in the evenings. But I would love to do daytime streams. It's just that might be something that changes when I go to Bristol, because fun fact, everything here is shut basically after 6 p.m. in the week, and on Sunday nothing's open at all. So it'll be good to actually go someplace where things are open for more than like 8 hours. I've got new merch listed. We have a new merch shop because it changed to fourth wall, and I do remember talking about this last time I streamed. To which things closing early was something I was not used to when I was over there. Maybe I should move to America then. Maybe. We do have merch, and I'm going to show you the shop, because this is the Sarah Bex Don't It Sucks. Well, likewise, don't come here. It also sucks, just in a different way, sadly. Everywhere it sucks, unfortunately, just in different ways. Although hopefully things now will get better now that the Tories are out of here. Fuck those guys. But we don't talk about politics here. Moving on. I'm not allowed to, okay, I have made it so that even I'm not allowed to break my chat rules, because it just doesn't seem fair on anybody else in chat. But yeah, we're not. No politics, no religion, none. But yeah, this is my shop. And this is the new shirt with my new little logo on it, the little whisker hat. And I do kind of want to do another stylized one, which is my current slogan, I guess, which is one woman's journey to get good. Because I think that is something that a lot of other female gamers can sort of relate to, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it leans too heavily into the stereotype that women aren't good at games. I don't know specifically, but I personally just am not great at games, and so I would like to get good. It's sort of, I guess, a little... There's a word there, but I'm not finding it. So my lighting seems shite. Oh yeah, that's another thing. My lighting is shite because I had to take down all my fairy lights because had to take all the hooks out to fill the holes in, and man, I hate being an adult who has to fill in holes with polyfiller and then sand them down and then get dust everywhere and then fall backwards off my sofa because I lost my balance. And the only thing that broke my fall was that box, which is why the box is in shite shape, because I landed on it and it... But yeah, this is my new shirt. We can also do another one where the logo's a bit bigger, like in the center. I'm okay, boy. It was very, very strange. It was like, I'm up here and then, oh, I've lost my balance. And I sort of fell almost in slow motion backwards onto that box. And in that moment, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not doing this by myself again. It's too dangerous. So take that as as a word of advice, guys, if you gotta do like DIY and stuff, even if it is just filling holes and sanding them down, don't do it alone because too much can go wrong. And yes, even I heard that. There is a small Toby right there. Down there. You gonna come up? You gonna come say hello? Oh, you're so cute. Okay, one picture I am gonna show you guys. Because I took him to get his vaccines last Friday. Not this Friday just gone, but the one before. And he did have a little bit of a reaction. He loves to roll over and expose his belly, and every time he did, because injector site was on the back of his neck, he did a little bit of a yowl. So I had to like stop tickling his tummy to make him stop doing that. And then a little later he came over, and I'll just find the picture because you're so cute. I love you so much, Toby Pie. He just... I'm trying to... For fuck's sake. He passed out on my lap. He just passed out. It was so cute. Mishka doesn't like being in my room when I'm streaming. He will chill on my bed, but if I start talking, even in a VC, he's like, well, fuck this, I'm leaving, and screams at the door. Mishka likes peace and quiet. Toby, I think he just likes attention. If he's not getting enough attention, he gets real pissy and just... I don't know, sits somewhere really obvious, just dead stares me and meows at the top of his little lungs. He's a very sweet boy, though. He's a very sweet boy. Toby, I love you. Look at this man. Yeah, he does do that. Keep forgetting you can attest to that now. Oh my goodness, sweet Toby Pie. I'm not as worried about the move in terms of Tobes. I think he'll do okay. I talked to the vet about getting him sedated for the plane journey, and the plane journey will literally only take 20 minutes. But I think that would be 20 minutes that would be a bit too much for Tobes, so I ideally would want to sedate him for it. But the sedative that was suggested will knock him out for about 12 hours, so he'll actually basically miss the entire first day of traveling, which is good because it'll be 2 days of traveling, because that's how long it takes to get anywhere from this fucking island. So yeah, 20 minutes. He's gonna be high as fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on him. We'll be stopping over with some friends on the way down. And he'll probably be awake then, and then we'll just take him the rest of the way in the car. And I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine as long as I'm there, he'll be fine. If I wasn't there, he'd probably be freaking out. He'd thinking he'd been abandoned. And I don't want that, because he's my baby. He's my boy. And there was actually like a split second where I thought, maybe the move will be too much for him. I'll leave him here with my parents. But leaving him here would mean two things. One, he wouldn't be able to live in his home anymore because my parents aren't going to move into this flat just to take care of my cat. So he'd have to go live with them. I don't know what he's doing. And I wouldn't be there. But if he came with me, he would have me. Whereas if I left him here, he wouldn't have me or his home. Toby, what are you doing? Did something happen? Because these are like very noise cancelling. So did like someone ring my doorbell or something? He's seen Fred. That is what I have nicknamed the entity, or whatever it is, that locks Toby's attention sometimes. Didn't hear anything. Then it's probably Fred. Well, Fred's harmless. They just hang out. Toby stares at them. Creeps me out sometimes. It's been a lot less scary now that I've given it a name. Isn't that right, Tobes? Oh my goodness, so handsome. So handsome. Yeah, he's seen something interesting. Definitely Fred. Yeah, I did consider very briefly leaving him behind, but... just Fred. I'm gonna miss Fred. Although, to be honest, there'll probably be another thing in Bristol that he'll stare at, and we can give them a new name. But I will say, Fred has been here the whole time. Even before I had Toby, even before I had my first cat. Because boy, when I first moved in, did I see shadows in strange places that there shouldn't have been anything casting a shadow. I love this shit. I mean, I've been here over 5 years now. That's, I don't think there's any danger. But it did creep me out at first. But yeah. But yeah, I think that's the only new thing in the shop I will scan. Oh, I had to redo all the designs for Fourth Wall. They didn't transfer over from the Stream Elements merch, so I will come back here. So I had to redo the I'm So Tired merch from scratch because I did not save a copy of it. So the font's a bit different. So anyone who bought the previous one, limited edition, woo! And also the mugs. The mugs, they do the inside. They do the inside a different colour. I love this. And I've got it in pink and I got it in yellow. I thought that was really nice. But yeah, cats are good at that. We used to have 2 cats when I was a kid that would sit together at the top of the stairs staring at nothing. Oh, it's terrifying. Something that would happen when my parents had their dogs, lovely girls. They passed away now, but they were 16, so lived a good long life. Something they would do when they were out in the garden is that I think it was just like one day, like every 30 minutes or so, they would just run to like the front of the garden where it went by the pavement and just bark and just follow and follow and bark, but there was nothing fucking there. And then me and my dad were talking and he was just like, oh yeah, there's definitely something there. It's walking loops. It's doing a loop. It is just going round and round and the dogs can see it and hear it and sense it. And they're reacting to it. I love that shit. It's so cool. But yeah, about the mugs, I am open to adding in other colours if people want to suggest something. I had some light drama in the way past that some of my friends accused another friend of bringing a ghost or some other entity to their house unknowingly because their cats kept staring at nothing after this friend came over. Whoa, that's deep. Yeah, that's always something that's been kind of, I suppose, concerning for me, is that some ghosts can travel to, that they can latch on to someone and just go with them, and that does freak me out a little bit, but it's also kind of cool. I wonder if Fred will come with us. Hey Fred, do you want to move to Bristol? I mean, open invitation, mate. You can come if you like. But yeah, if anybody has another colour that they'd like to suggest for the mugs, I'm open to any and all. I'm actually going to look at the colours available because I don't remember. Products. Edit design. I wonder if I go here. Yeah, these are the colours. It's quite some nice ones. I was thinking of maybe adding the green as well. The green looks quite nice. Also golden yellow as opposed to just regular yellow. Orange. Ooh, maybe we could have orange for Halloween. And this blue's quite nice as well. But yeah. If anybody wants to suggest colours for that, I'd be more than happy to add some more in. I'm sleepy. Says I. There's a reason it's on a t-shirt. But yeah, I had my flat inspection and that went okay. I was expecting like a representative of my landlord plus a bunch of workmen in like heavy boots or something, because I don't know why I thought that, but I did. But it was just one really, really lovely lady called Maxine, who apparently has lived in Bristol for 30 years. So that was a nice coincidence. And she was just really, really nice and giving me loads of advice about how to get the flat in good order. I do have to rip up my own floors, which I'm not going to do by myself. And oh my god, I just can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. I hate even thinking about it because it's like, I've got so much furniture. Right now I'm just trying to like get rid of extraneous furniture that It's either going to the dump or it's going to be given away, but I'm not taking everything. Because I don't need everything. I'm taking, like, I won't say the bare minimum, because I will be definitely taking stuff that I won't necessarily use for a while I'm down there. Like my giant desk that I did a big, like, furore about when I was streaming last summer, and then I only use it for streaming for about 6 months. Because it's too big. It's too big. I'm going to use it for arts and crafts and stuff. I want to use it for craft streams specifically. I want to save up for a decent streaming laptop where we can just do art streams and crafting streams and maybe some more story stuff streams, and that's what I want that desk for. It is, however, fucking huge, and I am going to have to dismantle it because, yeah, it's just too big and bulky, and I'm not even sure I'm going to actually have space for it in the new place, but I think I would regret getting rid of it. It cost me 150 quid, and it is in good nick, and it is a really, really nice desk. But for streaming, I did need something more streamlined, which is why I'm using this one now, my little grey one. It's got the tray for the mouse and keyboard, so we can minimize controller sounds and such on mic. Mic is up here. It's got a nice space here that's specifically just for Toby to sleep on. Yes, you. Very cute. I say sleep on, it is specifically for him to sit here, right in front of my screen, so I can't see anything. I'm very tired, guys. How are you? Hope you guys have been good, because it has been so long since I last streamed. I think it was almost I think it was like a month ago. I think it was like not the first weekend of June, but the second weekend of June. So that was like a month ago. I needed some time to just, for one, sort out all of this for the move, deal with the flight inspection, and really, like, come to grips with what I actually have to do. And it's been okay. It's been manageable. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to warn you guys about. So I am... the way the timing worked for this, it was a bit awkward, but I am currently off my birth control because I'm supposed to be up to 3 to 4 times a year, so I figure on the summer solstice will be a good time to do it for me to remember. So I am currently off my meds, so if my emotions are running high, that's probably why, which is, I think, a silly thing to say considering it seems like my emotions are always running high. Look, a cat. Isn't he cute? He's a very good boy. But yeah, just to let you know. But I think we'll be okay. I'm getting a decent handle on myself, which is great because I haven't really had that for most of my life. But yeah, it's just... life is weird that way, you know. Got all these things going on, and I'd say the best and worst part is that they are manageable. It's just figuring out how. But yeah, I'd spent most of the last month doing more than I was capable, which is why I made myself sick. Sorting out the flat and packing and such. But also just taking the time out. Which was also actually quite difficult because I hate sitting on my ass not doing anything. But it's figuring out how to sit on your ass and do things that aren't exhausting. Because it can be quite difficult to figure out what is and what isn't. I've also started journaling again because I feel like my head's full of some pretty gnarly thoughts. They gotta go somewhere. So, and that was the other thing I've learned this year is keep your private life private. Even as a content creator, you don't have to monetize everything. In fact, you shouldn't. So yeah, Toby, I love you. I say that knowing full well that I am monetizing my cat because he's just so damn cute. How could you not? You're my best boy. There you go. I say that. I'm taking pictures of him when he's being very cute, but I'm not, like, turning him into a model cat. You're very beautiful, you know that, Toby. Everybody loves you. I started sending pictures to my friend Victoria. And, she said that this is her new favourite thing, me sending her pictures of Toby. Because he's just such a... He is a very sweet boy. He can be very annoying sometimes, but he's also a very sweet, thoughtful boy. Like when I'm upset or crying or whatever, he will come straight up to me and sit on my lap. I had a pretty rough day on Thursday, and as soon as I got home, he just... Like, I sat at my kitchen table, I called my mum, and Toby just came straight up and sat on my lap. And he was just like, "Hi, mum." And he gave me a little chin kiss. He does that sometimes. He's so sweet, Toby. I love you, and I'm so happy you're here. But yeah, and I've got like a backlog of photos that I've been taking over the last 3 years. So it's not like I'm gonna be putting him under the limelight or in the spotlight, because he's a soft boy who just needs love and a little bit of attention, isn't that right, Doge? Yeah. He's my cute boy. I'm very tired. I'm so damn sleepy. I may have to pause soon just to get some coffee, because I need to start the day on mint tea, because boy, do I just keep waking up with kind of a stomachache, because I have to eat before I go to bed, otherwise I won't sleep because I'll be too hungry. But also, sleeping isn't particularly conducive to actually like good digestion, because you're always like rolling around or like curled up into the fetal position, so I often wake up with a sore tum-tum. Thanks, IBS, I blame you primarily for this. So, mint tea helps settle my stomach first thing. Because if I have coffee, yeah, that my stomach is not a fan of that first thing in the morning. Or tea. Maybe it's the milk. I do use oat milk, but then I also think maybe it's the caffeine. I don't know how things work, but I just know that mint tea is the one hot drink that I can have, even if it doesn't stay hot for very long, that doesn't upset my tum-tum. Oh, I'm so damn sleepy. I'm sleepy. Alright, I have set up some goals. I'm gonna do both the sub goal and the follower goal just in increments of 5, because I feel like it's achievable, it's not too big, it's something that we can manage. And I'm also not going to push it the first and last time I'm going to mention it, it's just going to sit there. Because it's just nice to keep track of these things, I think. I also have a bit goal, but I'm not entirely sure what that's even for. That's a new addition from Twitch, and I'm just like, it's there. I suppose it, like anything that is in it will just go towards the moving fund. So, but it's there. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just... I don't know what I'm doing. That's the secret, folks. That's my secret cap. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing things and hoping for results. That's like not the definition of insanity, but it's kind of insanity adjacent. And I have been having a sore throat the last week, so if I lose my voice, which it does sound like I am doing, for fuck's sake. Okay. So, because I do want to ease into this, and I am sorry if I'm jumping around topics, but I feel that that is kind of normal here. That is what I've been doing since day one, but I somehow feel the need to apologize for it anyway. I want to ease into going back into streaming. So I'm streaming just now. I will not be streaming tonight, partly because I do want to ease into it, but also because I'm seeing a friend who I only have so much time left to actually hang out with before I move. So I'm doing that tonight. And I'll be streaming Co-op Crimes Tomorrow night, be jumping back into Terraria for the first time since last summer. Like late last summer? No, wait. Halloween. We did a Halloween special for Terraria last October with the Whale Hog Man, and we're going to try and push to beat Terraria. Not specifically tomorrow night, but that will be the last of the Co-op Crimes streams that are regularly on Sundays, or just regular at all. That is something. And I am gesticulating wildly for reasons I don't understand. My hands like to just, have something to do. Restlessness, woo! Okay, I have been thinking about investing in something like a fidget spinner. Maybe. But yeah, And jumping back, bloody hell, why can't I just stick to one subject instead of just jumping all around them? I always talk with my hands, it's hard for me not to. Yeah, it's something that I don't necessarily notice until I am floundering with my words, and then I realise that my hands are going ballistic, and I'm just like, what is happening? Yeah. Yeah, flat inspection went well. And now just for random anecdotes from the last month. My brother opened my fridge and my carton of orange juice fell out and exploded on my kitchen floor. I'm not buying that brand again. It was the Co-op owned brand, and it doesn't taste very good, and it apparently isn't very strong either, because boy, did I just have a growing puddle of fucking orange juice. Right there. That little spot, that's my fridge, it was right there. And apparently my flat is on a bit of a slope because it leaked out and went out into my hallway behind the door. I used to order the same thing for lunch every day. My best friend would make fun of me because I would always make a little circle with my hands when asking for a round roll. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, I didn't actually realise the slope was there until the orange juice. Yep. And boy, did I have a lot of cloths and just general tea towels in the wash that week. I also didn't actually clean the floor. I just mopped up the orange juice and called it a day, so my floor was really sticky for a while. Which I didn't notice because I wear shoes in my home. I wear indoor shoes because I don't like things getting stuck to the bottom of my feet, and I don't like things getting stuck to the bottom of my socks. I wear shoes. I don't care if that's normal or not. I don't care. Because there are some people who think that wearing shoes indoors is bloody weird. And also putting bread in the fridge is bloody weird. I freeze my bread and then defrost it in the fridge as and when I need it, and then leave it in the fridge. Because if I leave something out on the counter, I will forget it's there and it will go moldy. So, fridge. I even keep my eggs in the fridge. I don't know if that's normal or not, but I do. I just keep things that, that seem perishable in the fridge because I do. And I stand by that. If you think that's weird, I don't care. You do you, man. There is no one. I tend to wear slippers when I'm indoors. I love that. Like, when you came to visit, dude, I was like, there was like a moment where I was like, I'm gonna have to tell him to keep his shoes on while he's in here, because otherwise he will just get Toby fur stuck to the bottom of his socks. And I'm just like, nobody wants that. I love my cat, and I still don't want his detritus on any of my appendages. So when you when you like pulled out a pair of slippers, I was like, you're a genius. It's genius, man. And I almost just inhaled that tea bag. I am also a slipperer. We're in good company. Also, no judgment on people who don't wear shoes in the house. You do you. You do you. I grew up in a house that was unavoidably filthy. And I don't mean that it was like... It was gross. Not like obviously gross. It was a case of... we had dogs, we had cats, we had chickens outside, obviously. But my dad was an absolute menace. He would go out either in his indoor shoes and then tread chicken crap all over the floor, or he would wear wellies outside, which he would then wear indoors and tread chicken shit all over the floor. And I'd grown up before that in a townhouse where I didn't have to wear shoes indoors. So running around that house with no shoes, I had collectively on both feet by the end of that year about 12 verrucas. And boy, did it take years to get rid of them. So I'm conditioned into wearing shoes indoors now, because I don't ever want to have the verruca year ever again. Rural areas, you kind of get used to wearing indoor footwear. When we lived in Wales, it was a rural area, but I was under the age of 7, so I don't recall what my footwear was. I don't really remember that kind of thing. I don't remember if I wore shoes indoors then. But that house was spooky. That house was definitely full of ghosts. And I'm pretty sure the house my parents live now is also full of ghosts. Ghosts, man. They're kind of everywhere. Like Toby. He's not everywhere, he's on my lap. Isn't that right, sweet boy? You're very cute. Why are you so cute? Why is he so cute, everybody? I am extremely tired. I can't tell if I'm yawning now because I'm tired or because my earphones are still making me yawn. Yeah. I'm just looking at my list of things to say, and I definitely do believe I've forgotten some things. Getting close to 169. We'll probably get there before the end of stream today. I don't know why, but I'm furiously tapping Toby's back with one finger while I'm thinking. It's just, Sorry, sweet boy. Oh jeez, it's a nervous tick. When I'm really thinking hard about what to say, I just tap my finger relentlessly. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna... Stop it. I am looking at my list and I am seeing things, and they are things I have already mentioned, but I'm also wondering, did I say everything about them when I mentioned them before? There is the detail that my piercing came out last Saturday, my nose piercing. It just slipped right the fuck out my nose. Which was the first time that's happened. And I'm glad I actually looked up what to do if that happens. Like months ago. So I'm pretty sure I told the story about how I got my nose pierced 12 years ago, and then I took it out to clean it and then couldn't get it back in. That's because you're not supposed to get it back in. Your piercer is meant to put it back in. They're tricky like that, nose piercings. So I was just like... I called my piercer, who is my friend Jamie, and no answer. So I was like, I'm just gonna walk just straight to the place where I got it done and hope somebody's there to put it back in. Which I'm really glad I did, because apparently nose piercings can close up within like 30 minutes of the piercing being taken out. And I've still got 2 months left of healing on this thing. It takes 3 to 4 months. It's been 2 months. So, I'm glad I got that back in. And now I'm just, like, having to be super careful. Because I thought it was alright. I thought it was, like, I don't know, safe to just blow my nose. And then it was just like, nope, haha, bounce away. So now I'm just being extra careful and making sure I don't pull it out again. Because I don't want to have to go to my piercer again and say it fell out again. I should be more careful than that. Isn't that right, Tobes? I should be more careful, shouldn't I? Why should be... Love my cats so much. In case that was not evident. But yeah, apparently they do close up super fast, so I'm glad I called it in as soon as I did. This tea bag is annoying me. There you go. I am so tired. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. I'm kind of glad it's the weekend, so I can just sleep in tomorrow. I've actually made it so, I have like 3 sets of alarms in the morning to get me up, like half an hour apart. I have since turned off my 10 AM alarm, because I am just so damn tired, and I need to sleep. The only days it is on now is Wednesday and Saturday, because, Wednesdays I've got counselling quite early. Well, it's at noon, but that's still pretty early for me. And of course I've got the stream on Saturday mornings, so these are the only days I'm getting up early, except for the day where I have to move house, because, I am so tired just thinking about it, because I'm thinking when we go, I'm gonna have to get up early, so the removal guys can get everything out. And then get on the afternoon ferry and just get a head start on that. And I gotta take Tobes on a plane. The thing is, I'm gonna be limited on what I can actually carry. I'm gonna take one bag, which will have his litter tray in it, some litter to put in it when we get to our stopover, plus some food for him, plus his bowls. And I'm gonna bring all my stuff, which will be like change of clothes, change of underwear, my medication. And then I've got to carry him as well in his cat carrier. Toby, what are you doing? He might be looking at birds out the window. I'm always a bit wary when he does that, where he like hyper focuses on something to look at, because there was that one time earlier this year that he did that, and it turned out it was because there was a fucking bee in here, and it was a scary looking bee. It was big, and it was mostly black. Like even its stripes seemed just kind of black. Luckily, it was a very gentlemanly bee, and when I opened the window for it to leave and said, "There's the door," he left. But that freaked me out. I don't like bugs being in my space. And something I'm definitely gonna probably... The first thing I think I'm gonna order off Amazon to go to my new address is spider repellent. Because there be big spiders in England, and I am not a fan. No bugs allowed. Fuck. Fuck bugs, man. Ugh. What does this English gentleman be? Indeed. Yeah, I find I've had 3 bees come in this flat, and the first one startled me so much I screamed and fell over, and he literally followed me down as if to say, "Hey, are you okay?" Because I stood up and he was just like right in front of my face, so I screamed and fell down. It was terrifying at the time, because I don't like bugs, I don't like being startled by bugs, but I literally just went, still on the floor, "There's the window, you can go now," and he left. And later that same summer, another one came in. Might have actually been the same bee coming to check up on me, and I was just like, "You can go," and he did. He was trying his best, even if we didn't want him to. Yeah, I do think that the other bee that came in, the second bee, was just the same bee checking up on me. I like to think that. It was, I don't think I've never done that before. I've been frozen with fear from bugs. I've been like hysterical from fear from bugs. But I don't think I've ever straight up screamed and just immediately fallen over from bugs, because that's what happened. But yeah, this other guy that came in, he creeped me out, because he was a big ass fucker, very, very slowly just buzzing around. Toby was following him. And I was sitting right here, and Toby was just like, "What the hell is this?" And then jumped up, and I was like, "What's up, Tobes?" And then I just saw it, like, on the other side of this monitor, just lazily buzzing around. I was like, "Oh, I don't like that. Nope. Don't like that at all." Thing is, bees, I like bees. I do. Just not anywhere near me. If you caught any of my streams last summer, particularly after I was helping out my older brother last July, and had to water my mum's polycrobs while she was away. Nature is extremely important. Nature is beautiful. Nature is vital. But I don't like it. Keep it away from me. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason I'm moving to a city. Because I love nature, but I just don't care for it. I don't want it. Go away. You're too scary, alright? You're too buzzy. You're too spidery. Be gone. Like, I'll have plants in my place. I have a plant. But, best appreciated or appreciated at a distance. Yeah, I love bees. I think they're adorable. I think they're extremely important to the environment and all of that stuff. And I'm a firm advocate for the environment, particularly like rewilding places and like, what's the other one where like You gotta reintroduce trees. That one's really important. And also, like, stop doing the plastic pollution. Recycle stuff. Put stuff in the bins. Get it out the oceans. Also, stay away from the ocean. It's terrifying. But I'm, like, a firm advocate for all these environmental causes. But just far away from me. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of bee emotes, and they're all adorable. They're all adorable. They're adorable. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I agree with everything you said. Yeah, love bees, but go away. Like, I'm very much a city girl. I've spent the last 20 years almost in a rural area. And I will include this town as that because it's a small town. It is not a large town. And there's a dirty, great, big parkland, like, right in the middle of it, which is very much full of nature. And I'm just like, no thanks. I say that knowing I'm moving to Bristol, which is full of trees, which is fucking great, by the way. I love that. That's the thing, is that I'm saying, I hate nature, keep it away from me, but I'm also like, move to a city where there's no nature. But I love the fact that there's nature in this city. I kind of like, maybe it's like a blend of the two. Like, I want the urban sprawl with the creeping, like, moss and vines, just like, and all of that. And the trees, because boy, were there so many trees, and that's like super important environmentally as well, to like have urban spaces that have nature in them, and maybe that's it. But just keep the bugs out of my place. That's all I ask. Toby, Bob, why are you so beautiful? I like the fact that Toby has naturally occurring eyeliner. He looks so cool. I wish I could have that. Well, to be honest, I've actually, I have already packed all of my jewellery except for these earrings and this necklace, and all of my makeup except for my tinted moisturiser. So that's all I've got going until I move. So I don't have a concealer to cover up these, which have been bugging me because for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to eat an entire packet of After Eights in a weekend. Turns out I'm actually still good with After Eights, which is really, really nice. Although not when I eat like a whole bunch of them at once, because that's a lot of sugar. Don't do that. Yeah. I was saying something there and I've forgotten what it was. Dude, I just moved from topics so quickly that nothing ever makes sense. Nothing ever makes sense. And I completely forgot to actually... Damn it. I completely forgot to put my notice for this stream in another Discord server. I don't know how I skipped over it. I went down a list and skipped it. Because I am super clever. It's in there now. Alright. I'm so tired. And I'm not even doing this to try and up the counter to get to 169, but if I did, I'm gonna add green to these mugs. Because I think green is good. Oops. Oop, getting there. Right, so I've added green to the I'm So Tired mugs. I need to buy one of these. I already have one, but it's from Stream Elements. So... I distinctly asked for something. That's the only thing I don't like about picking the colours for this, is because I want pink to be the primary display colour, but it keeps putting green there instead when I pick green. And I'm just like, why are you doing this? That's not what I wanted. Why are you doing this? Yeah, I distinctly put pink at the top. It keeps putting green. It's actually letting me pick the order and then it's ignoring me. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's ignoring me. Like, I like the green, but I want the pink to be the display. But it's not. Forget it. Is it doing alphabetically for some reason? Maybe, but then why is it letting me choose? If it's just going to be like, actually, we'll do this alphabetically. I am removing the green. If somebody wants the green, I will specifically change it to green for that person, but I want the display to be pink. Because, geez, you wouldn't think I used to be a tomboy, would you? I used to be a tomboy. I fucking love guns, cars, tanks. It's fucking great. Now I'm just like, I will wear blouses. I will wear nice pearls. I love pearls. Pearls are fantastic. You can't really see them, but that's what my earrings are. And pink. Pastel pink is a great colour. Love that colour. Right. Colours. Fuck off, green. Okay, we're back to pink. Great, yay! Okay. Maybe it was doing alphabetically, but I don't understand why it was letting me pick it. If it was just going to be like, nah, man. Oh my gosh, I am so fucking tired. It's actually kind of unbelievable how tired I am. You wouldn't think this was even possible, but... I'm just doing a much sleepy today. Not that I don't do that every other day. Again, though. And I'm not on Twitter again, you are. I'm just very sleepy. I've almost finished watching Vera. I'm actually quite upset about that because it's so good. It's got some of the best acting I've seen in detective dramas in years. And that is actually, I think, part of how I'm able to figure out the killers in some of them really early on. Because of the acting. Like, I've swear with like a lot of detective things, like crime dramas, especially like basic rote ones where it's like, oh, someone is murdered, you figure out who the killer is, it's revealed at the end. Some of them are literally like, oh, I'm a perfectly ordinary person with no secrets whatsoever except some like holes in my story, and then when it's revealed that they're a killer, they have like a 180 in personality and they become a complete psycho. Whereas in Vera, it actually seems very much like there is something off about them from the start, even if you can't figure out what it is. I think the only time... Yeah, actually no. Because the one time I was thinking where it did kind of adhere to the other thing was in the case of... it was an abusive husband, like one of those horrible ones. Not that any of them are any kind of good, but it was like, there was always something off about him. And I think the reason it actually, like, did a 180 in terms of, not personality, but in terms of tone, is because he was in a car with one of Vera's team members, and she was driving, and she figured out as she was driving him home that he was the killer. So that was the kind of tonal shift that it was the case of, oh, he killed his mother-in-law. I am in danger. That was like, because there was always something off about him, you just didn't really know what it was. Toby, you're adorable. But yeah, I really love Vera. It's such a good show. It really does have some of the best acting I've seen in years. Because even when, like... people... Like, most people can't really... like, pretend everything's okay when it's not. That's something that's always bugged me about murder mysteries, is that people can just be like, oh yeah, I murdered somebody and I'm just fine about it, because most people wouldn't be. Most people, like, kill someone and they're just like, oh, well, fuck, I just did a thing and now I'm trying to, like, cover for myself. Because it would be really nice if in one of these long-form dramas it was a case of, oh, I killed someone by accident, I should tell someone, because all the time it's, oh, I killed someone, I need to cover this up. I need to hide the body. It would be nice just once if they were like, no, I'm gonna call this in and just be like, yeah, I killed them, but it was an accident. Like, immediately. It wouldn't really make any sense for the long form, because it's like, oh, we solved it in like 10 minutes. Great. But it could also be like done differently, like someone's murdered, but there's also something else going on. I don't know. I'm very tired. And Toby is very cute. There he is. Look at him just sitting there. What a cute boy. I'd say I watched The Terror, but I didn't. I did. I watched 7 episodes. There's 10 episodes. I watched 7 of them back to back a couple of Sundays ago because I was too sick to do anything else. That is not a nice show. And I didn't want to finish it because I could see where it was going, and it does seem that Tobes is... What you doing, Tobes? He's just having a blast with the tiny gap between those 2 bookshelves. What a cute boy. Put that back. But yeah, I will say The Terror is a good show, but I just didn't like it. If any of y'all have seen anyone play Dread Hunger, or if you've played Dread Hunger yourself, I am entirely certain Dread Hunger was based on The Terror, because it's essentially about 1800s ship crews getting stuck in the Northwest Passage and succumbing to some supernatural bullshit and cannibalism. And I don't like cannibalism. Weirdly enough, I don't think that many people do, but it's one of those things that makes me very uncomfortable. So the moment that, like, started being hinted at, I was like, I don't want to watch any more of this. Like, it's a good show, but I just don't want to watch anymore. I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need to know. I don't need to see that. Yeah. It's a good show, though, but it's one of those shows that is really, really good. I just don't like it. You ever have that where you watch something and you're like, wow, this is really well made and really well put together, but I hate it. I don't like it. It's not for me. What else have I been watching? Did I miss something? Boy, is something you'd like to share with the class? It's not... The thing is, though, in this situation, I'd say it was avoidable. Because they were making their way, they could have got out. They abandoned the ships, they went on foot to get to the nearest station, which was granted quite a walk, but they had ample supplies. It wasn't ethical, mostly because it was spearheaded by a fucking cunt. That was the thing I disliked about The Terror from day one, is that the character in it, who was the bad guy, because there's always a bad guy in these things, I pegged him from his first scene as being a deviant motherfucker, and he was. He didn't prove him to himself to be anything else, and in the end, the last episode I watched ended with him murdering 2 of his crewmates. I call them crewmates. Spoilers incoming. He wasn't the guy. He killed the real guy and took his place on the ship. I fucking knew it. He was bad news from the start. And he was just an asshole. He just riled everybody up, caused a mutiny, and thought, let's just eat everybody, because that's the sound solution instead of just walking the fuck out of here. I hate that guy. He was why I didn't finish watching it. He was like the main reason. Because I was like, he's not dead yet, which means that he's going to be the cause of all these problems. That's the thing, is when you watch something and there is an asshole in it and they're not immediately killed, you know they're the ones that are going to be doing the killing. That's story stuff right there. You get it. Like, that's... You deal with stories long enough, you figure out how they work. And if there's a character in a murder mystery, for example, who is an asshole, who isn't dead yet, it's actually one of 2 things. One, he's the killer, seems a bit obvious, but sometimes it is that obvious. Or 2, the killer is someone close to that asshole, and he's like doesn't really want to kill him, but is feeling the need to, because he's like, you're just being an unimaginable cunt, and I love you, but you gotta go. So it's just a weird insider's joke, because ethical cannibalism just kept coming up for some reason, and then it became the joke. It's fine. Yeah, there's just like a few things in media that I just don't like, and cannibalism is one of them. It just makes me uncomfortable, but I do understand, like, if you are pushed to like the end, like if you are starving to death and the only option, I get it, but if you're just being an asshole and think, I'm gonna eat people, I'm not there. I'm not in that. Not a fan. Unethical cannibal. You don't have to keep it, though. Ah, I'm very sleepy. I'm so damn sleepy. What else have I been watching? I've been watching Charmed. It's one of those shows that was one of those 90s shows that I missed. I didn't watch it. I watched Buffy instead. Buffy was for like the teenagers. Not that I was a teenager in the 90s, because I wasn't, but my sister was really into it. So close. Keep talking about it though? My brain just didn't finish that sentence. We don't have to keep it. I did wonder what you were talking about. I just thought that I'd missed something, and I was just like, yeah, that seems like something my brain would do. So I was just like, that makes perfect sense. We don't have to keep talking about it though. Okay, good. I gotta, like, that's something I do sometimes. It's like, I'm having a conversation with something, they'll say something, and I'm like, I don't understand what that is, but I'll just pretend I do so we can move on. And then later they'll be like, yeah, that didn't make any sense, I didn't mean to say that. And I was like, why didn't I say anything at the time? Why didn't I just say, I don't know what you mean? Instead of, I don't know, maybe it's like a masking thing. It's just, oh, I don't know. But yeah, my brain just didn't finish that sentence. It happens. Yeah, I've been watching Charmed. So I watched Buffy. Didn't watch Charmed. It's one of those shows I kept hearing about. But Toby, why are you so cute? What a cute boy. God, it's actually really weird being streaming again, because I think, like, it's the longest break I've taken from streaming. It's like much of May and most of June. It's the first like really long break I've taken from streaming since I started back in February 2021. It's not bad being back, not at all. It's just a bit weird. It doesn't help that I'm extremely tired and I haven't been able to stop yawning for the last hour and 37 minutes. I'm looking forward to playing games again, because I don't tend to play games off stream a whole lot. Talked about this before a bunch of times. It's just, I don't know, it's just something I prefer to do with you guys, or in the case of YouTube, with YouTube. But yeah, I've been doing Darkest Dungeon, and first episode was great. I was like super professional and not entirely inept, and then second episode, I decided to... I thought, oh, I've got 30 minutes before I'm getting guests. Let's record an episode now, because that's logical task management. And it went terribly. My brother called me in the middle of the episode. Luckily, my phone was on vibrate. But, and then everybody on the expedition died. I was just like, this bad. And episode 3 wasn't much better either. Managed to like record it at a better time, but everybody almost died on that one too, and it's just like, that's just Darkest Dungeon, isn't it? Just there is a high chance that everybody will die. That is a problem I have with games like that, is the RNG. Like, I wish so many games didn't rely on RNG.
So obnoxious. It's great.
Because like that's a real problem I have with XCOM, because XCOM 2 in theory is a game I would love, because I love the gameplay, I love the actual missions that you go on and the way that works, but the whole meme of missing a 99% shot at like point blank range isn't just a meme. That actually happens in the game, and I hate it. Because it's almost like the percentage is just arbitrary, that it doesn't actually mean anything. And it's like a whole different other thing that's going on in the background. And that actually really pissed me off, because it's like, I want to learn how to play this game, but I don't think it's possible to actually learn to play this game, because the RNG is just fucking stupid. I don't know if that's really applicable to Darkest Dungeon. I still don't understand the turn order in that game, considering all of the enemies can have a go, and then suddenly another enemy has a go, and I'm just like, where the fuck do I fit into this? I can't see anywhere on the screen that it indicates whose turn it is next. And maybe there's a lot of numbers in that game. A lot of numbers. And there's probably something I'm missing, because there's so much to that game that I just have not stumbled across yet. Because that's how I play games. I play at the bare minimum the first time, and then look into other things as I go. And there's just so much beneath the surface in Darkest Dungeon. Holy shit. It's going to be an adventure for sure, learning to play that game. Which I am doing for YouTube. I won't be streaming it anymore, but I will be playing it on YouTube. Because I do want to do more stuff on my YouTube channel. And eventually I will stream on YouTube, but we'll cross that bridge once we get to Bristol and have set up down there. It probably won't take long to set up my internet down there, but I don't know when I'm going to actually start streaming again after I move, because it's going to be stressful. I'm going to be so tired, I may actually go into a mini coma. Or at least feels like it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get much done after I first move, because I'm just going to be so tired and stressed. The thing I'm most looking forward to is just pushing my sofa into my new living room, setting up my TV, and just watching Lord of the Rings. It's the first thing I want to do in my new place, is just chill the fuck out. Yeah. And I'll have to do like a whole lot of setup down there, because I'll have to visit the job center to like talk to them, because benefits and stuff, and I'll have to register Toby with the vets. I'll have to register myself with the local doctors, the GP, the dentist, the opticians. It's going to be like a whole thing, and I'm just like, it's doable. And I need to stop thinking about it, because that's just stressing me out. When it actually comes to it, it'll probably be fine. I'll just be really tired afterwards. Yeah, gonna need a good rest. But what I will probably do is do a reduced schedule for the rest of the year after I move to Bristol. So like maybe only stream a couple times a week. And hopefully 2025 will look a bit better. But this is all like conjecture at the moment, because I don't know. I might be okay. I probably won't, based on past experiences, because even just visiting Bristol earlier this year, that wore me out, and my fibro was playing up, and I needed to use my stick basically every day to just walk any kind of distance. So that's probably going to be what the first few weeks in Bristol are going to look like, but it'll be fine. It'll be slow going, but it'll be fine. I am so tired. Oh, something else I'll be doing on YouTube after I move. At least while we're doing a reduced schedule, because I think a reduced schedule would be a good idea. So I'll be doing a series of vlogs about my life in Bristol. Like, all the new stuff that I'm learning and all the stuff that happens. And that'll be on YouTube. So if anybody does want to follow me on YouTube, drop me a sub. My channel is here. And it would just be really nice, because I do want to put more effort into my YouTube. God, I am so busy. Just all the time. Next week is going to be absolutely crazy. So I'm streaming again. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday morning next weekend. Tomorrow I've got housework plus coffee with my friend Victoria. And I think I'm doing something in the evening on Monday as well. And Tuesday I've got yoga And coffee with my friends Jamie and Jason, because I haven't even told them I'm moving yet, so I kind of got to do that quite quickly. So I'm seeing them. And I'm streaming that day, of course. On Wednesday, I got housework and counselling. And JJ's coming over. I've got to add that in here. So that's actually even more than I thought. Thursday's looking okay, actually. It's just stream and coffee with my friend John. Who I also have to talk about me leaving because he's treasurer of the astronomy club. I'm membership secretary, so I'm going to need to like give him back a whole lot of SAS stuff. That's the astronomy initials. I'm going to miss astronomy. It was a lot of fun, but I think I might be able to make some more meetings before it goes. I think there's going to be one in September, but I don't know. And on Friday I've got housework as well. I need to actually redo my housework schedule because I think the way I'm doing it, I don't know, I feel like I'm doing more than I need to. Because there was a point where I would change my bed sheets and all that every 2 weeks. And on the alternate week, I would change my sofa covers, but honestly, I probably don't need to change my sofa cover more than like every 3 months. Because I'm not sleeping on it. So that was like more like energy expended changing all the sofa covers and the cushion covers plus the laundry that entailed, so that was unnecessary. So I'm just really busy. But I won't show you this close up, but that's next week. Oh, that's next week. Compared with all the other weeks, it's like so busy. I've got so much to do and I am so bloody tired. And I didn't go to counselling last week because I double booked. Because it's not really in my brain hole yet to actually check if I'm doing my Tesco home delivery for groceries. I don't check that by my calendar. So I have counselling every Wednesday at 12 p.m. I booked my shopping to come on Wednesday between 12 and 2. And I didn't realise until literally the night before, and I was just like, oh, I can't go to counselling because I could have rescheduled my home delivery, but the way that is you got to book a delivery slot in advance, and if I tried to book that night before, I wouldn't have got my shopping for another week at least. So it's like, I'm just gonna not have counselling this week. Which wasn't terrible, because Wednesday was just really draining. Because even before my shopping came, I was like, I am absolutely exhausted. And after my shopping came, and I was just like, I gotta do all this, I gotta put all this away, and I'm just like, I just want to go to bed. I have been having a lot of early nights lately. I've been going to bed at like 6, 7 p.m. because I'm just like, I just can't stay upright anymore. So I'm going to try and actually be really careful going forward because I do want to stream, and I can only stream in the evenings. And I would like to stream between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. BST. I say the evenings, knowing full well there's Americans in my chat, and it's on a completely different timescale. Very busy bee indeed. It's so much. I just want to go to bed, everybody. It's like I really want to get all this work done, but it's like I also just want to go to bed. Holy crap, I am so tired. That's what coffee's for. I literally handed that one to you and you haven't added it. To be fair, it's not just mods tag who can do it. That one is available for anyone. There we go, we did it! You're right, buddy, maybe you're tired too. I know you are, because you woke up at 6 a.m. today. I don't know how to read. Me neither. Reading... Who... Words sound... No. It happens. Words, they be so difficult. Since I've stopped writing, it has become so difficult to actually, like, think of words. But I'm also way too fucking tired to actually do any writing. I've been journaling again, but that's not quite the same thing, because with journaling, you don't really have to worry about sentence structure like you do when writing fiction. I haven't written fiction. It's been, honestly, probably about a year now. But I'm just too tired. Every time I try and think about it, I'm just like, I can't take it. Because writing takes a lot out of me. It takes a lot of me to actually really commit and do what I need to do. And I cannot. I'm doing an incapable. Isn't that right, Toad? I've always really struggled to write fiction. It's one of the few things I am actually good at, but boy, does it take a lot. It is so draining. It's extremely rewarding, but it's so draining. I just, like... 2023 was difficult. 2024 is infinitely more difficult than 2023 was. And I just cannot. My brain is just... It is like one step away from just being putty that smelts out of my ears. So I cannot do the critical thinking required. I just want to go to bed. Oh dear, I just want to go to bed. Bed, I just want to go. Coffee, good. I've started adding sugar to it. Which I only really needed to do on Thursday, because Thursday was a particularly trying day, but I've started doing it anyway, which is probably not a good thing, which means I'm gonna get pimples. I'm already getting pimples because I ate an entire box of After Eights last weekend. How is it possible to be alive and yet so tired? Trying to get a good angle on this. Just I got a great view of my coffee. Look at that boy. Hey boy. I'm sorry, you're just so damn cute. Stop being cute and I'll stop pointing a camera at you. I don't think he knows how to stop being cute. It is his... Oh my goodness, what a handsome gentleman. Don't knock my coffee over. Love the way this camera angle works, is that when he's on my lap, you literally only see his tail, almost like you only see the shark's fin in Jaws above the water. Isn't that right, Tobes? I love my cat. He's the best boy. Tied for first? Tobes, stop being cute. Oh, he's cute even when he's got his serious face on, but when he's got his Puss in Boots face on, holy crap, that boy. Could melt even the most frozen of hearts, Tobes. You're just so sweet. The thing is, he is really sweet. I know I've said this already today, but he is just a really sweet boy. I think my favourite thing is when I go to bed early. I don't go to sleep early, because if I fall asleep before 11 PM, I'll wake up at 3 AM for some garbage reason. So I will just lie there and, you know, watch something on my tablet, like on YouTube, or I'll listen to a podcast or something. And I usually lie on my side with my legs bent, and what he'll do is that he'll nestle into the space that is made between my butt and the back of my knees, and it's just real sweet. Probably a bit more sweet if I hadn't mentioned my butt, but it is what it is. He nestled into that little nook. I love my cat. I think my favourite thing is when he finds his way under my blankets. and sleeps in the nook between my belly and my thighs. My sweet baby boy. Jeez, it is it's unbelievable. Actually, no, it's actually very believable how tired I'm feeling. Like, all of me is just screaming, go to bed. But at least I still am, like, up and awake enough to actually be here, doing the stream. Even if every second sentence I say is, I want to go to bed. Yeah, I'm just real tired. I'm the tired one, that's what they say about me. Ain't that right, Tobes? Look at this boy. Yeah. Mwah. Why do you smell like salt and vinegar? Why does he smell like salt and vinegar? He probably doesn't. My sense of smell is not to be trusted. I find it like really hard to tell if food is off or not because my sense of smell is just like gives me phantom smells. So it's like I could be like sniffing an egg to see if it's okay to cook, and it will just like I don't know, it'll just not smell like egg. It won't smell bad, it just won't smell like egg. And then I'm just like, what the hell is my nose doing? I have no idea. I can't trust it. So if my cat smells like salt and vinegar, he doesn't really. I'm just hungry. And probably want some salt and vinegar chips. Exactly. Toby, I love you. Oh my goodness, so handsome. I'm so happy I have this boy. He's the sweetest thing alive. I'm just thinking now, because I've got games to play. I have a whole Steam library full of much games. Much and many games. As I said, I'll probably be saving co-op ones for collaborations with the Madhouse Puddings. And the rest of it I'll probably just do offline with friendos. Because I find like doing co-op on stream a little difficult anyway, because it's so hard to, engage with chat that way. Which is part of why I'm doing the things like Darkest Dungeon, because that requires a lot of critical thinking that I do not have at the best of times, let alone when I'm multitasking, so... But going forward, because I would have like, there was a time where I had like 8 to 10 games going at a time, which is nuts. Trying not to do that now. So I've split it up, as you saw from the schedule, into games that I would theoretically just muck about with. Bags Rex. Cozy with Toby, speaks for itself. Please All Night, puzzles, and once we're done with Terraria, it'll be Roguelike Roulette. So, still finishing up Tomb Raider and Cat Quest, and Little Inferno, and Terraria. And then after that, we've got Rogue Heroes. We'd streamed that, like, once. I say that. I streamed the demo. It's one of the first games I ever streamed was the demo for Rogue Heroes. But we streamed the full game a bit, probably about 3 months ago now. Very fun little roguelike with puzzles, sort of Zelda-inspired. Probably put that in the back-to-back slot going forward, because it's something that would be very chaotic. And finally, after we finish Cat Quest, we're gonna play Fall of Porcupine. We're actually gonna regularly play Fall of Porcupine until we finish it. Because I always avoided it before, so it's a game with a lot of dialogue and no voice acting, so I was like, oh, but it's my throat, but then I just didn't play it at all, so... Not gonna finish it that way. I don't have anything in line after Little Inferno. But we could do one of them now with the Wheel of Games. We could do that. Put all my puzzle games in the Wheel of Games, do a spin, and find out what we're going to be playing. After Little Inferno. Candle, hello! Thank you so much for the 20 months. How you doing? We are doing a little bit of a rebrand and a little bit of another thing. We're going to try and figure out what game... It spanned the wheel, I didn't mean to do that. Oh good, how do you do? I'm doing okay. I'm very tired, but that is normal. That is very normal. Toby is here. And he is very cute. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I was last streaming. It's been a very stressful summer so far. Toby, I need you to move because I can't use my keyboard when you're there. I'm just going to elbow you otherwise.
I'm used to people sticking
Thank you!
Turn around. Don't look at me. I have so many names. If you look at me, you will die.
I'm glad I kept that sound alert. There's a few that I did retire, but will willingly bring back by popular demand. So, Wellhogman, thank you so much for the resub. It's 29 months, that's insane. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a lot of typing because I'm putting in all, and by all of, yeah, there's 41 games that I have to type into the wheel now, and I might as well actually just show you, because, well, you can't see this list, but these are all going in, and I put my hidden object games where I just find cats and such in here because it'll sort of pad the puzzling because for the actual puzzle games, which I'm not very good at, and just give me a chance to not do something. I know how to word good. This also has not changed. Actually, it's probably gotten worse. I also still need to fix the tray on this desk because boy is it just real wobbly. And the game that comes up here will be the game that we play after we finish Little Inferno. And I should mention before I completely forget, because we're still technically playing Skyrim, what is Golden Capitrain? I have absolutely no idea. Is that written somewhere? Golden Capitrain. I feel like I should know what that is. That does actually sound familiar. I think it's... That's not right. Why am I in the URL? Well, it's... Near says me chat. Wait, what? It means you unlock the golden version. Oh yeah, because I remember Wellhogman had one of those a while back, and it's I think it's like a limited edition thing. Like if you do the hype train, you get it for like, as Poi says, 24 hours, and then it expires until it happens again. Also, I have determined that while I did talk about playing 9 Years of Shadows off stream, that game is amazing. And I do want to play it, but I feel like it does just fall into the category of the fact that I just don't play games off stream that much, especially not by myself. Oh, thank you so much for gifting recommended drink a sub. Thank you. Oh, there it is. Oh, it must have been a hype train thing that I just didn't see come up. It's coming up in OBS now, but it didn't before. Thank you. This is great, considering you're literally just watching me type games into a wheel that we're going to spin in a minute and then just pick one out of it. Drink is good, people. Yeah, I like recommended drink. They're good beans. Find all... I know how to spell. Well, I won't put the sequels in because there's not much point. We'll play the first one first. Flood of Light. There's a golden Capitrain. Indeed. A wild golden Capitrain has appeared. Well, Hogman, thank you for gifting Poi a sub. And we hit level 1 on a hype train while you guys just watch me type lists of games. This is like the peak of my content, by the way. You guys just watching me type stuff. I don't know why I'm insisting on correctly capitalizing all of these, but that's what I'm doing. I really don't need to focus on this, but I am. Little Inferno can actually come out of here because we're playing that right now. What are you guys doing? Tamali and Tulip, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. How you doing? It's good to see you. I've been lurking in some of your streams lately. I've not actually been like on Twitch much of late, but I've been trying to lurk. What are you guys doing? You're killing me is what you're doing. Julep, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Holy shit. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My throat was already not in great shape. That's nuts. Thank you so much, everybody. This is not what I thought the peak of the stream would be, where I'm literally just typing a list of games out. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Also, can we get shout outs for some of the lovely streamers we have in chat, please? If I have any moderators about. Which I know at least one of you is about. We do have a Winnie the Pooh game. Okay, rulers at the end and we'll be spinning the wheel soon. Right, let's do this. Make big, make spin. Let's see what we will be playing. What do you mean, what did you do? What? Huh? Spinning wheel? What are you gonna play after Little Inferno? I commissioned some cats! I almost raided you earlier, but saw it was on Just Chatting. Thought it would be weird to bring a bunch of strangers into a Just Talking stream, so took them somewhere else. Oh, you can always raid me on Just Chatting if you like. It's just I haven't streamed in like a proper couple of months. Oh, I had a message that didn't go through, but I thought it was auto-modded. Ignore me. Oh, weird. Weird. Is Twitch chat being weird again? But yeah, it's good to see you, Tulip. It's good to see all you kitties. I love streaming, and I gotta make this heart smaller because it's like, hi, it's covering up my face. Right, I commissioned some cats, which is kind of annoying because I want to play that on Cozy with Toby, but nah, it can be a Poozle Night game. I'm gonna install that before I forget. Right, where is it? I commissioned some cats 0 specifically. And I'll stick that in. Oh, the Eula. Pfft. I'm very tired, which is probably a good thing. Or rather, it's not actually a good thing, but it is a good thing that we've only got about 15 minutes left on the stream. Because I'm gonna finish up soon and get some lunch. And as I commissioned some cats in store, and I did completely forget to say what I was going to say because y'all distracted me with your generosity. Give me a second, I'm just going to tidy up this. Commission some cats, great. Bye. Where the hell did my wallpaper go? It does this sometimes. My wallpaper just disappears. Can anybody explain this? Where did it go? Where's my cat? Where is my cat? And I've been distracted again. Because we're still playing Skyrim. We're still playing Skyrim. So basically, whenever we beat any game, the next stream that we'll do in that slot will be Skyrim. Because I don't want to put it in regularly because I love that game but it drives me nuts. I only own the one I commissioned some cats boy. I only own I commissioned some cat 0. All of the others are on my wish list. I'm currently not buying a whole lot of games because I'm trying to save up as much money as I feasibly can before I go to Bristol. But that is the only one I've got. I commissioned some B0 and I commissioned some B7. I don't have any of the other ones. Well, for the others you have a bunch of, I meant. Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I do like playing things in order though. So I'm not gonna play I commissioned some B7 until I've owned and played 1 through 6. Creature Rabbit, I guess. What was I doing? I keep like starting sentences and then not finishing them, which is also extremely normal for around here. Why am I in here? Oh, right, because I gotta find that picture of Toby to make my desktop background again because my desktop background just decided it didn't want to be a desktop background. Cats. ¿Dónde estás? I have so many pictures of this boy. He's just too damn cute. He's so photogenic. There it is. That's... Nope. There we go. I don't know why it reset that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So basically, when we beat a game, we'll do a stream of Skyrim. And just to get through the games, it's gonna take us for frickin' ever. So I don't really want to put it on a regular slot because otherwise I will just repeatedly get sick of it and then never play it again for about months at a time. Oh, I received a golden kappa for 24 hours on a level 2 hype train emote. Cool! Choo choo! That's a really cute hype emote. That's a really cute hype emote. Look at this guy. Hello there. Oh, it's adorable. I love it. I love it. Thank you everybody so much for the hype train. I appreciate that so much. And now we can actually start, I think... What do you call it? Another sub goal. So we'll be doing increments of 5, so the next one will be 15? Yeah. I know there's only one more, but increments of 5 just seem achievable. And is it over? The hype train is broken for me and has been for a while, just a solid... Yeah, that's what I've got too. It's just a solid black window and some, like, dancing thing. Yeah, it does look kind of broken. Is it broken for anybody else? I think it did just break. Yeah. I refreshed... I refreshed my Steam Manager and that fixed, but it is still broken in OBS. But, way to go, Twitch. Hashtag it just works. Oh my goodness, I'm so really tired, but I'm always tired. I'm not on Twitter again, you are. Okay, so we'll be wrapping up shortly, so I figure we could just wrap up now. That, or I awkwardly think of something to say for the next 8 minutes. Whatever works. What is this one? So I've got, like, my activity feed is somewhat broken too, because it's got Tulip's avatar, but literally no text in the box. I don't know what I just did. I think I refreshed it, but it didn't do anything. Yeah, I think it broke when the record was broken. I had to refresh then. Yeah, you have a lovely day. I need to go to bed. Fair enough. I hope you have a great rest, Tulip. I'm probably going to go to bed too, at least for a little siesta, even though it's literally... what, like 1:45 p.m. here? I'm very tired. Alright, we're gonna raid Viper, I think. He is playing some Dead by Daylight, and I keep forgetting that the new raid system actually sends you to the page, so I don't actually have to prematurely open their page. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you everybody so much for joining me for my first stream back after my brief hiatus. We will not be streaming tonight. It's 5:38 a.m. here. Tulip, go sleep. Go sleep. Thank you again so much for the gifted subs. I appreciate it very, very much. Alright. It's good to be back. Right, no stream tonight, but I'll be streaming tomorrow night. I'll be playing some Terraria with the Whale Hog Man, and I will see you guys then. Hope you have a great weekend. Now I just gotta remember how to end these things, because it's been that long, and I don't have a good memory. Here's our raid message, and I did update it, so got the new prefix, because our prefix for the subs has changed since I changed my URL. Right, okay. Thank you everybody so much for being here, and for all of your kindness and generosity. I appreciate you. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I've got to remember what my buttons do. It's been a while. So long. And thank you for all you little fushies. I love you. Bye.